For my 18th birthday, my parents threw a huge party, but not for me. My brother decided he wanted to celebrate his 18th again, and they let him take over the entire thing. I walked out mid-party and never looked back. A year later, he couldn't handle seeing how far I'd come without them, and his jealous meltdown tore the family apart. People always ask me why I don't talk to my family, why I'm not in any of the pictures my mother posts, and why I haven't been back to my hometown in over a decade. The short answer is that for my 18th birthday, my parents threw a huge, expensive party, but it wasn't for me. It was for my brother, Leo. He was 19, but he'd decided he wanted to celebrate his 18th again, and my parents, in their infinite blind adoration, let him take over the entire thing. The story they tell is that I'm ungrateful, that I'm cold, that I stormed out of my own party over nothing. The truth is, I walked out mid-party, right as my brother was blowing out the candles on my cake, and I never looked back. I didn't just walk away from a party. I walked away from a lifetime of being invisible, of being the supporting cast in the Leo show. What they never counted on, what they couldn't even comprehend, was that the quiet, easy-to-manage daughter they'd ignored for 2 decades would build a life so full and successful without them that, a year later, the sight of my success would cause my golden child brother to have a jealous meltdown so profound it would tear the entire family apart. This wasn't just about a party, it was about my entire life. In our family, there were 2 children, but only one son. Leo, 1 year older than me, was the sun, and I was, at best, a distant moon, only visible in his reflection. He was the athlete, the charmer, the personality, the one who could do no wrong. I was the easy one, the quiet one, the responsible one, all code words for the one we don't have to pay attention to. His 18th birthday had been a legendary blowout, a massive event that my parents had mortgaged a piece of their sanity to pay for. Mine was approaching, and I had expected nothing. I'd asked for a small dinner with my 2 or 3 close friends. That's why I was so stunned when my mother announced, "No, it's your 18th, Anna. We're gonna throw you a real party. A big one, just like your brother's." I was, for a moment, pathetically grateful. I thought, finally, they see me. They want to celebrate me. I should have known better. I should have seen the glint in my mother's eye. This wasn't about me. It was about her, about maintaining the image of the perfect, generous family. And it was, as it always was, about Leo. He had just flunked out of his first year of college, was living back home, and was, to put it mildly, depressed that his glory days were over. He couldn't stand that the spotlight was, even for a second, moving away from him. The planning started, and my small, simple ideas were immediately bulldozed. I had wanted a garden party theme, maybe some string lights and a curated playlist of my favorite indie music. "Oh, honey, that's so boring," my mother said, waving her hand dismissively. "No one wants to just sit around and listen to sad music. We need energy." This is when Leo, who had shown no interest in my life for 18 years, suddenly became a very involved party planner. "Mom's right, Anna," he said, slinging an arm over her shoulder. "If you're going to have a party, you have to do it right. We need a DJ. We need a proper bar, not just punch. We need my guy." My protest was a quiet, "But I don't know any of those people. I don't want a bar." "I'm not." "See?" Leo said to my mom, turning it on me. "She's trying to be difficult." "I'm just trying to help. I'm trying to make sure her party doesn't suck. My friends will come, they'll make it fun." And just like that, the guest list swelled. My 10 friends were drowning in a sea of my parents' friends, my dad's business contacts, and, worst of all, Leo's entire social circle. The theme was no longer garden party. It was, apparently, Leo's 18th birthday. The
Full story on channel link below.